Welcome to The Guide at Fish North Georgia. Brought to you by these fine sponsors. SPRO, working with America's best anglers to design the world's finest fishing tackle. Nichols Lures, handcrafted to perfection. Georgia Blade, makers of premium fishing lures for over 3 decades and home to the Georgia Jig. Crypto Bass, tournament grade, Georgia made. And be sure to visit fishnorthgeorgia.com. Now here's Sammy Benitez.
Hey guys, Sammy Benitez here with Fish North Georgia, the guide. I am coming at you with a report for Hickory Log Creek Reservoir. So the particular day I went out there, the forecast was rain and overcast. When we launched, it was actually very sunny, but the weather was showing that there was going to be some rain coming, so we came prepared for that. Right off the bat, once we launched, the water temps were 88.5 degrees, which is an improvement. It's about 4 degrees cooler than it was last month. But we saw a bunch of bait fish and bass blowing up on the surface, kind of following the creek channel. So if you've got a graph, if you can follow the contours of the bottom, look for that creek channel and you're gonna see some activity there. You can focus on those areas and try different techniques. We didn't, we just went past it. But usually that area sees a lot of pressure, but there's also a lot of fish there, so there's some opportunities. We focused on the shaded side of the bank there. So we were throwing a weightless Senko, a mini topwater lure, which I will show you here, and a fluke. I tried several other things throughout the day, like a deep diving crank, XD6, XD5. I tried a square bill. Didn't have any luck with any of those lures. But the first 3 I mentioned, we did. So first off, the mini topwater lure, which is something that I have mentioned in my previous reports here, is this Ike Chew. It's a soft plastic that I just have on a wacky hook. This is something that I picked up in Japan, and I actually have how to make this similar type lure yourself in your garage with whatever stuff you've got. If you want to check it out, it's on my YouTube channel. But this is the package that bait came in, the Ike Chew. Found it on Samurai Tackle's website, ordered it, shipped from Japan to here. And this has been a confidence lure that I've been using here in the summer as of last year. And it's not gonna catch you a PB or anything, but it is gonna get you hooked up. So if you're struggling, or if you want a little bit of confidence, get you going throughout the day, that's something that I start with a lot on my summer days here now. It's effective just throwing it up against either the grass lines, the weed lines, or anywhere where there's secluded shade. You throw that under the shade, under the cover, and a lot of times there's a fish hanging out there, they'll come up and grab it. You can even catch big bluegill with it. So it's a little bit of a diverse lure. It's kind of like a fly, but you can throw it on spinning gear, so it works out really well. The other lure is a watermelon red flake weightless Senko on a wacky rig. My friend was throwing that in the boat. He hooked up with a few fish and landed some as well. And kind of same areas, beating the bank, but also most effective areas were where there's grass. If you can hit that weed edge, that line, let it sink down to the bottom, because what's happening is a lot of bass are just hiding, getting relief from the sun. They're not out looking for fish, but if something comes to them, presents an easy opportunity, they're gonna take it, which is why you're constantly casting, flipping, pitching. If you're getting in front of these fish, you're gonna get bites. So just keep that in mind, but anywhere where there's cover, structure, or grass, I would focus on those areas. And lastly, another lure I was throwing that I was successful with is the weightless Zoom Super Fluke. This is kind of a pearl color. And so I was throwing this in those same areas, just following the grass line, twitching it. Be a little slower with your pauses, like I mentioned. The summertime, these fish are a little slower, more lethargic. They're not as active or pursuing bait fish, but if something presents an opportunity, they're gonna go after it. So keep that in mind. Be slow with it. And Hickory Log, the water is always so clear there. You can see, even at the worst of times, 2 feet. But in this particular trip, you could see 6+ feet. And so it was almost like sight fishing. I was watching my fluke twitch it, let it drop, and I could see the fish come up, turn sideways, swipe at it, just set the hook and go. You're hooked up. It makes for fun fishing, sight fishing. It's not something you can always do, but when you get the reaction strike, it's a little easier. They're not as spooked. But yeah, overall we fished, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 hours. We only got 5, 6 fish in the boat, so it turned out to be an okay night. But with that, I'm gonna leave you. If you want to check out this sweet shirt, I actually paid for it myself with my own money, but I got it at Fish North Georgia's website. It says Hickory Log on it. It's got a map of it. They've got a bunch of other local lakes, small bodies of water on their website available for purchase. So if it's something you're interested in, check it out. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you on the next one, guys. Peace.
Thanks for watching the guide here at Fish North Georgia. Our mission is to build a community of anglers to give you the best and latest information to make your day on the water more successful. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, click the bell so you'll be notified of any future content. Make sure you check us out at fishnorthgeorgia.com, where we carry a large variety of bait manufacturers from here in the North Georgia area. So we appreciate you being part of our community, and we'll see you soon.